By name, I'm Comrade Kelvin, and I'm a member here at the Bunge La Mwananchi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kwanza Kevin, at least leo tumekuja nayo tunataka tupige story moja mbili. First of all, Tanzania issue ya Gen Z. Saizi Gen Z now, Gen Z wamekuwa the Gen Z generation. They are now a factor in the Kenyan politics. Some people are dismissing them, some people are writing them off, but some people are also saying that the Gen Zs are a formidable force. How are you seeing this issue of the Gen Z na venye wamekuja up, they're raising their voices?
You know one thing about the young people, we forget that we need to be loyal to ourselves first before we be loyal to the country. Because when a moment unataka kutoka unaenda kudemonstrate and you say that I am ready to die, and you are saying that hata huyo mzazi wako ambaye amekulea all those years akisikia such an ideology from you that you want to die, na anajua all the things that parent has gone through to ensure that you are where you are, and then you say that you are ready to die just because for this country, we are lying to ourselves. If we go that way, then we are losing the point. Let us be loyal first to our own selves before we be loyal to the country. Because vijana, nimeona, we are very good at kuitisha vitu. Accountability, transparency ni mzuri. But the moment our turn of events ndio inakuwa mbaya. Because you cannot have what you never respect. Hata in the future, as young people tukikuja kuchukua hiyo uongozi, it might not be easy. Because now we don't know. But for us to get what we want, we must respect it. Because demonstrations is given in the Constitution. If we only respect our leaders and use them for the purpose that they are intended to, then we will succeed as a country. Because ukienda in a church, for example the Anglican Church, wako na pastor ambaye, wako na bishop anaitwa Ole Sapit. When Ole Sapit is in that position, people vote for him, they are in that position. Na utapata run up ni either wawili ama watatu. But because ni kanisa, irrespective of the outcome, kama kuna mtu alivotia bishop mwingine, akavotia mwingine, but as long as the end person mwenye alishinda ni Sapit, hawa congregants hawezi toka waende watengeneze kanisa hao huko ingine, ama waseme kwa sababu tulipigia huyu na wako shinda, wacha tuende huyu atakuwa anatuombea. No, they just have to receive and embrace that leader because he's the bishop. Na itabidi wamsikize na wasikize mafunzo yake. So I want to tell the young people that we have this man. There is nowhere this person is going. Tumeenda demonstration mingi za Ruto must go, but nothing has ever happened. We still have this person up to date. So meaning we're losing the point. We don't have to lose young people ati ndo tupate change in the country. Because we can keep these numbers tutumie watu in 2027.
Yeah, but also when you say like that, there's the people who are saying that our Gen Z maybe wanaongea tu because of out of frustration or hawajapata makazi. Some people are saying they're politically illiterate ama hawajui bado siasa ni wadogo. Then how is their voice? Is their voice genuine? Ama ni some people are saying also some of them are politically instigated. Can the Gen Z be politically instigated and they're saying that they are tribeless, they're leaderless? How is that factor?
Unajua kazi ukiangalia the people, public servants wa hii Kenya, they are not more than 2 million. Wote, kila mtu mwenye anafanya kwa serikali, be it county, be it national government, they are less than 2 million. Na ukichukua vijana, we are 14 million. Unaona? And all of us cannot be absorbed by the government. Juzi, walimu waliajiriwa 76,000. Na unaona, the people who graduate yearly as just education teachers are 1,000.
Yeah.
Are almost a million, not 1,000, almost a million. But unapata 76,000 ndio wanaandikwa. Huwezi ona impact. But ule mtu mwenye ameandikwa out of this 76,000 ataona yenyewe there is an impact. Because all of us cannot be absorbed. Wewe kama umefanya business, what efforts have you made? Ni nini umetoka nayo shule? Unaweza uza kitu hapo nje ndio ukuje unini. Because instead of us blaming the government, because there is what we can do. Ile skills tunapata shule, we can come out and use. Because kuna vijana kama kina Aldrin Kibet, it is his talent imemsaidia. Yeye hakuwa na demonstrate, alikuwa busy focusing. Sasa hii amenunuliwa with 6 million euros, close to 1 billion Kenyan shillings. We have Amos Wanjala. Unaona? Talent imewasaidia sasa yako Elche in Spain. Angalia kina Omanyala, they are trying their talent. Angalia vijana wengine wanajituma ndio wapate hiyo figure. Once wamepata figure, approach yao itakuwa rahisi. But the moment unakaa tu hatuna kazi, we will lose the point because the government cannot decide the life that sisi kama vijana tunaishi. It only gives us the platform to thrive.
Yeah.
Unaona? Juu hata mtu akitoka hapa leo anaenda majuu. Hakunanga kazi ya government watu wanaendea majuu. It is personal and private jobs. Because mtu akiandikwa leo na gava, yeye ndiye anaenda ku create hiyo private entity.
Yeah.
Ni yeye anaenda ku create, ndiye at least aandike watu. Lakini unapata hawa watu wenye unasema ati kazi ya government, hata mtu akitoka hapa anachangiwa anaenda majuu, anaendea kazi za mikono, kazi za gava majuu. And every country is facing a problem of unemployed youth. It is not only the country, this country. Hata ukienda hapa this country ya inaitwa Burkina Faso ya Ibrahim Traore, they also facing challenges. There are slums there. Watu wanaonanga ni kama that country is very prosperous. But you are far much tuko mbele yao by far.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's now shift now into the issue of State House. State House saizi imekuwa in the last 2 months imekuwa a very big issue. Anything touching on State House. Yes. Mara State House kuna jengwa kanisa, mara State House ina renovatiwa each and every time, mara imechangewa design. What's this obsession with Kenyans na State House? Saizi nasikia there is an issue of 1.2 billion being talked about at State House.
Unajua, the Muslim community have seen that whatever the president is doing is so good that they are requesting their own, because they are donors who are ready to fund whatever it's being done in State House. Now, watu wako na shida sana na hii kujenga kanisa, which is not a problem. Because, tell me this, people are questioning where the president has gotten 1.2 billion now. Because wanasema ukilipwa ile salary ya president, then you take over 50 years to ensure that umeaccumulate 1.2 billion. But swali ni him. When the president was campaigning, nobody was asking him mahali anatoa pesa zake. Nobody was asking the president where he's getting his funds that anatumia kwa campaign. Saa hii is when we are much concerned about mahali anatoa pesa. Na he's the president. Mungu alimsaidia akakuwa president. Can he not, the president understands the virtue of giving. He understands the virtue of giving, because when God blesses you, you have to give in a way for another blessing coming 2027. So he's just preparing his way. Now, unaona, the president has built a lot of churches in the country. Hata before akiwa deputy president, he was building a lot of churches. So akijenga hiyo church State House, kwani the president will not be the president forever. President mwingine akiingia, he will still inherit that church. Because how can a State House, a whole State House, have a mabati structure in the name of church? And I want to thank Her Excellency, Mama Rachel Ruto. A lot of times we talk about the country and forget this woman. This woman is a prayer warrior and is helping this country. Whatever the achievements that are being done to this country starts with her, because she is praying. And I know she is the custodian of that idea, because niko sure yeye kama mchungaji pale State House na mke wa rais, she understands the value of prayer. Na niko sure maybe ni efforts zake ndio zilifanya rais akaweka hiyo nini. So I want to thank her and tell her that please, Mama Rachel Ruto, continue doing what you're doing, because it is okay. Let churches be built. Hata hiyo State House ikishajengwa, bado ata traverse the whole country to ensure that churches are built. And when people ask, watu wanauliza about priority, that the president is giving 1.2 as a priority, that is not even public money.
Yeah.
The priority, we are not asking about the priority. Watu wakienda kuchoma police station, we are not asking about priority. Watu wakienda kuloot, we are not asking about priority. Wakati law courts inachomwa, we are not asking about priority. Wakati tunachoma county headquarters, wakati tunachoma magari za counties, we are not asking priority. Wakati watu wengine na the last regime wakiiba pesa, we were not asking about the priorities. Why do we have to ask now? Wakati tunafanya hizi vandalization zote, why don't we ask about the priority? Why? Why do we have to ask the priority? Wakati pesa ya mtu binafsi inajengwa na ni State House, just to give the State House its own look. Yes.
Yeah, I think that is why I think most of the people have the issues now, the current regime, because they're saying that yes, they are working, because they're saying on paper or on records, they're saying that the economy may grow, the GDP has grown, but kwa mwananchi, they're feeling that pesa haijafika kwa mfuko ya mwananchi.
Yes.
But now, leaving that aside now, as we finish, tuende kwa the issue of Nairobi City Council.
Let me first tell you, the issue of pesa kufika kwa mwananchi, largely, it is a personal effort, largely. Because, Bana, you can't expect the government to give you money. Yes, they might ensure that the environment is safe for you to make money. But hawezi kuja kukuwekea do kwa mfuko. It is a personal effort and a personal responsibility. So hao watu wanasema that money is not reaching to the people's pocket. Kuna watu who are getting that cash. The fact that haikufiki does not mean. And the economy, we all contribute to the economy of this country. Because ukienda kubuy hapa, when you buy hapa, you are contributing to this economy. So tukienda to loot, tuende tuharibu biashara ya mtu 16 billion na amechukua 16 years to build and is supporting children, over 85 children in schools and our support. Then we are losing the point. Na economy yetu at that point inarudi chini. The other time, the president alisema that GDP yetu imeteremka. And we are now number 8, number 6. Tulitoka number 8, tukafika number 6. Na hiyo report imetoka World Bank. Yes.
Finally, tukimalizia sasa, let's go now to Nairobi City County.
Yes.
A lot of people are comparing this Sakaja's regime with Sonko's regime and Kidero's regime.
Yes.
And many are feeling that this is the most underperforming regime in the Nairobi City County. For you personally, how as a Nairobi resident, how do you view it? Tukimalizia.
Unajua the problem, we are so much complaining about this person called Sakaja. We are so much complaining about Sakaja. We are never satisfied with what we have. That is our problem as the Kenyan people. Because ukitrace mahali Sakaja alitoka, mtu wa kwanza alipewa ticket ya UDA hapa Nairobi ni ule bishop anaitwa Margaret Wanjiru. Was the person alipewa hiyo ticket ya UDA. But wakati Sakaja aliingia kwa move slowly, wakachange hiyo party ticket. It had a reason. It had a reason. Na wakati Sakaja alianza kucampaign hapa, you know Nairobi is ODM. But Sakaja aliwin na UDA. Why? Because people trusted in his own ideology. Watu waliamini on his manifesto ya siasa safi, a city of order, discipline and having the green environment, watu wakamwamini. We complain about Sakaja, but tukijaribu to trace shida, I want to tell you, when NMS ndio imeweka Nairobi in this big problem that we are right now. Because NMS was never answerable to the county government of Nairobi. NMS walikuwa answerable to the state. Na vitu haikuwa inafanyika under scrutinization of the county government. Sakaja, bwana, hata leo ukichukua something that was not well, hata ujaribu, your efforts can still not be seen. Because wewe unaona sahi, kuna watu hata juzi alikuwa anaweka cabros hapa CBD. Ulikuwa unaona, si ndio? And people were saying that is small for a governor. Bwana, do you know that place now, kuna young people wanafanya photography and it is really helping them because Nairobi imekuwa photography imekuwa mingi sana mpaka watu wanakosa space. But there are new people ambao walihamia hapo. And kwao ni kitu, it's something so touching. Na ni kitu inaonekana imefanyika. Wakati hizi dustbins zinawekwa town, it is just to ensure that they reduce litter in town. Na kazi ya Mosiria, because that man is doing a good job. Ukiona watu wana nini, watu wanaweka takataka. Sakaja needs just to do things. Unaona mabarabara zake, from Lumumba Drive, from ile ya jana, from it was Savannah na stage 17. Ni kazi inafanyika because of his influence. So this man ni time tu anahitaji. NMS bwana imeweka Nairobi na problem that wakati they were exiting, there were 3,000 county staff that hawakuwa wanajua whether they are in county government or in national government. They have brought hata pending bills mingi Sakaja hajalipa because much of them bado they were not appropriately given. So Sakaja anajaribu kutrace ndiye ensure ile pending bill ambayo inalipwa ni ile ilitumika, because kama kwa legal fees kulikuwa na 26 billion pending fees, but wakati Sakaja aliweka a committee led by someone Waiganjo, wakaangalia hizo pending bills za NMS and they proved out that the real pending bill of only legal fees was 10 billion. So kumaanisha 16 billion, it was going elsewhere to people's pockets. So as far much, we are not seeing small effort. Ukienda hapa City Hall operates daily, almost daily. Hata kama tunajua this regime inabidi tu serve their people. But under whose administration? Sasa imekuwa hata business permits unapata online. Si lazima ufike kwa City Hall. This man is working. He only needs some little of time. Because tukianza kuleta sijui candidates wagani, Sakaja is doing the right thing.
But do you think on that same issue, I think a majority of people are going to issue to priorities, because they're saying that yes, Kabro ni kitu kidogo kwa governor. Maybe it's because they're feeling that in terms of hawkers who are disorganized in town, in terms of the maybe traffic lights nasikia hazifanyi for the first time in a long time. these are some of there are bigger things rather than kukakabros in the streets. Don't you think that that's one of the reasons mbona watu wanasema Sakaja hata kama anasema lazima iwork, sorry for interrupting, but hata kama anasema lazima iwork, some people are feeling that hapa na hapana ina work, yes, but in the wrong priorities, na yeye anasema apewe time. Wale
vijana ambao wanafanya na the Green Army, they are around 3,000 and something, or is it they are around 3,000 or 2,400 and something. Yesterday they were approved to permanent and pensioners. Kumaanisha they were on contract previously, but jana wamekuwa confirmed. So it means that the services in terms of ensuring that the green environment is okay through the CEC Bwana Mosiria is working. So hao watu watakuwa pale. So ile yenye walikuwa they were doubting whether they could be there or not. Now they are there. So they have to ensure that this city is clean. Na ukiongelea priority bana, kuna vitu hakuna governor asha implement this country. For example, mambo ya feeding program. Ushaisikia governor yupi akifanya mambo ya feeding program? And that feeding program, it is working. Sasa ukienda pale kwa mashule zetu za primary hapa Nairobi, they know Sakaja. Why? Because of what the children are feeling. Imagine paying 5 bob na unakula vizuri. Hadi kuna mtoto mwingine, he was performing so poorly because alikuwa na issue ya kwenda home lunch and this. But when that program was brought, performance ya huyo mtoto ili grow. And the other day wakati Sakaja alikuwa na birthday, a lot of children were wishing him a lot of birthday letters wanamwandikia hapa na pale because of what he is making those children good. Na wacha nikwambie, hata ule Kang'ata ambaye sasa ni governor hapa Murang'a, anaitwa governor wa mabarua. Why? Because he was writing, alikuwa anaandikianga students success in all that county. Hiyo ndio ilimpea popularity. So mtoto akienda home anaenda anasema mami nimefanya hivi na hivi, nimefanya hivi na hivi. Na that is what Sakaja is doing. And usipochunga, that is what might give Sakaja a second term, because he is making those children feel. Na ukiangalia hao children, there is a trace. Wakienda nyumbani kuna wazazi, wakienda nyumbani kuna marafiki zao, their aunties, and then they go say that unajua mami leo tumefanyiwa hivi na hivi. We have eaten courtesy of the governor. So my friend, hata kama mtu ni mbaya aje, the people will always vote for you for what you make them feel, irrespective of their feelings, bitterness and everything. So tell me about, kwani watoto wangapi wanasoma in Nairobi City County? Over 200,000 children. Now those 200,000 children, si kesho watakuja kuwa na kipande. Those 200,000 children wako na other siblings nyumbani na wazazi na nini. So unapata kwa mtoto mmoja ni watu karibu 5. Ukimultiply 200,000 times 5, those are people who are directly being helped. Na wazazi wangapi walikuwa na shida ya chakula that they could pack food morning ndio mtu waende. But sai they are not doing it because it has been taken care of. And no governor, for a matter of doubt, has ever done that. Nobody has ever, but it is working here. People are accepting, investors are getting into it because it is working. So I want to tell people, give Sakaja time. He will deliver. He is going to deliver. Na msipochunga, he is going for a re-election. Because watu wanachukulianga hii ngome mbwegza wanadhani it's this way. It's this way, yes. But a deeper meaning, you see this 5, this 5. A deeper meaning is kumi. So let us give this man time. Nairobi imekuwa ina problem. NMS ilikuwa ina problem. They were not answerable to the count. Nobody was keeping those people in check. There was no accountability in any way. Hata pending bills hazijalipwa because bado zinafuatiliwa. There are committees that bado zinafuatiliwa. So let us give this man time and a chance. Yes.
Sasa, shukran sana. Thank you for your time. And I think when you come back, I hope you will come back again.
Yes.
But also, as usual, in this channel, everyone has an opinion. Everyone has an opinion on each and everything.
Yes.
And I hope if guys who are watching can also tell us what they feel about these topics. So, ukimaliza a parting shot and then we have another person.
The parting shot is, as far much as we disagree, let us give this regime time. Let us give this regime time. Jana, there are a lot of things that has been done. Hata sahi Nairobi River, na ile side ya Lakisama, imeanza there is a transformation. It is not because just of anything. It is because of the regime hapa. When KRA they have surpassed their revenue collection of 5.5 billion shillings to trillion shillings to 6.57. That is not a joke. Niambie institutions that is not making profit now because of the government of William Samoei Ruto. All of them are making profit right now. Hata juzi KCB through their CEO has said that they are making profit. Kenya Airways as a nini, as an entity has been making losses, but wakati Samoei Ruto alikanyaga, things are working. Ile barabara zote huko watu, ile barabara ya jana ambayo ilifunguliwa, it was promised in November and people thought that ni kutenga na kufanya nini. It was opened yesterday. Ile ya Northeastern, it was open. Hii ya Rironi Mau Summit, it is going to start next month. So it is going, there is open up of the interior huko mashinani, it is going to open up. So as we blame this government, let us ask ourselves, what are we doing as personal, at a personal level? Kama ni looting ndio tunafanya at a personal level, we cannot achieve what we want as a country. But what efforts are we putting as a country to ensure that we support the president, do whatever is doing? Because tunasema Ruto must go, tunaenda wapi, nothing has ever changed. The thing is, the regime will just remain the way it is, because tumeenda ngapi na is still there. So let us support this government the way mabishop huwa wanasupportiwa na the congregants irrespective of the results. Hakuna mtu anaendanga na bishop wake kando kwa sababu alianguka. So let us support it. We have no other government. If there is a decision we need to make, then let's make that decision huko mbele. But now let us not destroy the country.